Hello, this is Peg with Craft Room Stories. Welcome to my channel. This is the first video, or well, actually I'm going to include this whole video. This is the first installment of this video, the first part, if you will, of the video where I am showing you everything that I made for my, who I was a Secret Santa for. So, I was the Secret Santa, I was the Secret Santa for MJ at My Paper Journey. So, let me see. Right now, it's the 4th of July, so it's it's the 3rd, but anyway, I'm making this video way ahead of time, so, because I have to post this in the mail to her. Of course, you guys won't see it till the end of July, so I don't even know why I'm telling you dates, but anyway, the swap creator and host is Carol at a Crinkled Path, or at Crinkled Path, not a Crinkled Path, I always say that. Other hosts, and also participating, is Sarah at New England Junk Journals, Pam at Pam Banny Journal Maker, and Angela at the I can't speak. Angela at the Traveling Crafter, who is also hosting, or she also hosts the district. I'm not sure if she's also hosting. Other hosts, whatever. Anyway, they're all involved. They're in charge. I'm not. I'm a participant. Other participants will be listed below this video that you will be able to see. So, kind of exciting. Don't really know what I'm doing. I haven't done this before. So, I'm going to try and see if, I don't know. I don't know what's to come. Next segment of this video might be making more sense. We'll see. I may just be living in a mystery this entire time. But at any rate, let me show you what I made, because that's the most fun part than me trying to remember stuff. Okay, so we had to send out 3 tags. They did not have to be Christmas related. I realize you only see 2 here, but I'm not done. So these were my 2 Christmas tags. She liked a lot of different things. I don't know if any of this will be things that she actually likes when she gets it. I hope so. If not, she can move it along to somebody else. And, but I have taken 2 tags that to me really did not need a whole lot of doings because they were already so stinking cute. And these were a freebie from somebody I don't remember, but they were so cute. There was like a set of 4 of them or something. But I just added a little sentiment on each of them, and I used some stickles to make them really sparkly. You see that? Is that showing up at all? I hope so. Then I put a fun little hanger so she could hang it up if she wanted to, or it would just be a nice fun little thing at the end, and a jewel, because things need to bling. So I know she said she liked pink and green and liked pink Christmas, but she also liked red and green Christmas. And so I chose this because I thought it was unique and really, really pretty. So this was my Christmas bits. But then she also said some of the things she liked were vintage kids. I think that might actually be something and not just vintage kids, but I don't really know what it is. So I found a digital with these cute little vintage kids. Now, there's a whole bunch of them, and you'll see in subsequent videos. Let me just say, in the rest of this video, later in this video. I've not done this before. I don't know what I'm doing. Anyway, I possibly can edit some of this out when it comes time. Nevertheless, I have doctored these 2 tags that were also, I think, from a kit that I bought, but it was literally just years and years ago, so I don't even remember who created it or where I got it. And I don't want to say who I suspect it might have been, for fear it's not her, and then the person who really created it would be sad. So if you created this, I am sorry, but I still think it's cute. Anyway, I put a little, to make it really special, some of my granny's tatting on here. I don't use it a lot because I'm just afraid to run out of it, because I no longer have my granny. And nobody tats in our family. Nobody learned how. But anyway, These two little kids, are they not the cutest thing? This is also a digital that I got off of Etsy. And there was like, I don't know how many images, like 55 or something like that, a whole bunch of them. And they are so, so cute. And there's just many. Like, well, it was called, I think, 50s, vintage kids from the 50s or something like that. But they're so, so cute. And I just added a little bit of lace, a little bit of, sentiment, and some butterflies, and a little bit of lace at the top. And then it's done. And sometimes simple is better. It doesn't have to be ornate. And I didn't want something really complicated to get like messed up in the mail or anything like that. So anyway, I just think they turned out super cute. I love them. Also, she really likes certain pinks and greens together. So I chose these two tags that were kind of coordinating. Whether it's the right shades or not, I don't know. MJ, I hope you like them. Either way. So I hope that you like my makes, and we'll see in a week or so, or 2 weeks. I don't remember what the next one is. Of course, to you, it'll be in just a few seconds. Like I said, I'm not done this. I don't know what I'm doing. But it's fun. This is my first time at this. It may be my last. They may not let me join again. I don't know. Okay. All right, guys. Hugs. Bye. Well, I can't even say bye. It's not bye. It's hang on a second. Hello, and I'm back. For you, it'll just be seconds, but for me, this is the next week. But this is still the Secret Santa thing, and this is package number 2. Was supposed to be 3 crafting supplies. And you can shop new or from your stash or a mix of both. I might have gone a little crazy. The third package, though, is more. However, some of what I've seen other people doing, I'm not even a little bit crazy. This is just, but I've got to fit it all in a box. So what I have done, look at these gorgeous, can you see how sparkly? I'm going to stand up so you can see. Look how sparkly these are. These buttons are so gorgeous. I tell you, Hobby Lobby is having some of the most gorgeous buttons right now. I'm just going to move this little pile to the side so I can show you. I'm not going to take this undone, but I've got a thing of lace on here and a little handkerchief. I don't think it's a vintage handkerchief, but those are fun to craft with. And this fun little kind of dangle thing that would be great on a closure or somewhere on the outside of a journal. Then I have wrapped up some lace. She likes pink and kind of sagey greens. This is not necessarily sage, but I think it falls in the category. So hopefully, I thought they looked real pretty together. Hopefully she will like those. And this is a vintage doily. Now, because it's vintage, there may be a stain. I think there's one over here, and one over here. So it is not new. It is vintage. And so, yeah, and there's a little one there. But I think those are fun to craft with, and you can do so much taking little bits off at a time and using it. So, it, something this big can be used for a lot of different things, and I love that. It's pretty, and it's Christmassy because it's red and white there. Also, this is some, I think this is vintage twill tape. I don't know how vintage because I don't think they come with like a date or anything, but it is new. It has not been opened. So it's new, but also old. And then I've got some of these cute Christmas playing cards. This one is more just of a snow scene, but she likes teddy bears. And this is playing cards with teddy bears, which I thought was cute. And one of the teddy bears is like a snowman. And then she likes Santas. And so these playing cards have Santas. I think she prefers vintage Santa. I don't know if this is vintage or not. They're older cards, but I don't know how old. So I thought she could have fun with those and making them her own. Also, I have gone to my stash of napkins and got, now this is not necessarily the pink and green that she likes, but I think it's so pretty. And once you have decoupaged that onto something, it's going to you know, take on a little bit different color hue as well. And these are some Laura Ashley napkins, and I just think they're gorgeous. And then here is some Christmas ones that I got last year. And I love just the two-tone of them. I just think they are so pretty in this pretty little kind of vintage looking Christmas scene. And the poinsettias, just really yummy. Love them. They did especially nice over some Christmas carols last year. I enjoyed doing that. Here is, oh, it's got some string on it still. This is some vintage buttons that are still on the card. They are from France. And I just thought that was really cool, and that they would maybe go in with some of the pinks and greens that I've put in here. For also, so they're new and old as well because they've not been used. Also, she wanted some bead dangles. I didn't make any because I'm not that good at the bead dangles. So I got her some beads that she could do her own, and she was wanting to do some vintage kids, a vintage kid journal or whatever, and I thought that these could be fun to make dangles for that if she wanted to. And let me see the new things. I did have this little, I love these little, help me, what are they called? Candy canes. Yes, it's written right there. Just look at it. They're kind of glittery with the little gem in the middle, and I just think those could be used for a lot of different things. Also, because she liked the pink and green, and I found these at Hobby Lobby, and I just thought they're pink and green, and I think they're predominantly the colors that she likes, and she wanted things that she could use to make cards with and stuff. So I think that could be used for card making as well as journal making. So gorgeous. And then y'all, okay. Now, I think I showed this. I won't swear that I did, but I think I showed this on my channel when I made it. This is made from some tissue paper that was at my niece's baby shower. And I loved it. And so I said, can I have the tissue paper for crafting? She was like, yes. So, oh, okay, we're having a craft-a-lanch here. Oh, it's going crazy. Okay, and so I put this on some sheet music and made a little pocket with it. With a little bit of a cluster down here. Inside this, I don't know what kind of vintage kids she wanted to use for her journal making, but oh, they got a little bent. I'm going to have to put them in more carefully. Okay, so I found this digital kit, and I printed them off and fussy cut. Anyway, all of these little kids. It said 50s kids, and I just thought they were so stinking cute. Oh, I love it. So I hope that she will have fun crafting with all of these. I didn't print them in multiple sizes, but I think you would want to. But, I mean, you could use these in scenes from, you know, any of the vintage kids books, and I think that they would be cute on their pockets, tags, what have you. And I'm not going to show you each and every one, but there's a lot of them. And then in the back here, I also put She Loves Precious Moments, and I had this in my stash. I think it was a freebie from somebody, and I just am putting those in there that she can use for journal cards or to put on something in a cute little Precious Moments girl. That's all I had and all I could find that was Precious Moments. So not a lot being used with that. So that is her next package. And if you hang on, I will show you the finale. Okay, I'm back. I don't even know how I'm going to get this stuff all wrapped up and put in a box. It may not be wrapped as pretty as some people. Some people just are really, really good at it. She is making, oh, and my Secret Santa, I don't know if I said this, was MJ Reyes at my paper journey, I think. I'll link it below. But anyway, she's making a boho Christmas journal, and I thought this would go really well in a boho Christmas journal. It's just a gold napkin, but I thought it would go really well. I don't know what a boho Christmas journal looks like, but I'm thinking golds and jewel tones and things like that. So also I'm giving her some paper just because this is not really paper so much as it, you know what? This has some little rip thing in it. I will grab her one that is not ripped. I did not know that was even there. I wonder if I tried to cut it with my silhouette and it didn't cut. That's probably what happened. I'm going to get her another one. I have more of these. But it's weird. It's a kind of, it almost feels like, you know, fabric stiffening cloth. I don't know, but I'll grab another one of those. And then I got some just pretty paper that I thought, this is pink and green, and we've got some snowflakes here. They're not double-sided. And some black and white for her black and white journal. I've got some more black and white. And this is also black and white, but this is, I don't know, is this sticker paper? Embroidery paper. I have not seen that ever. Anyway, that's interesting. She'll have fun with that. And she likes red and green Christmas, so that's a fun classic plaid that she can use. And then I thought I would also send her some sheet music that I have decoupaged on so that she can make something out of that herself. And I just think it's pretty. So she can either use it or pass it on to somebody else if she can't use it. Anything that I've put in here, I feel that way about. All right, so we've also got some little Santa hats, some flat back pearls, and some cute little Christmas glitter stickers. They're like clear stickers that have these little glitter dots. I think those are always fun, and you can kind of dress up something without even, you know, realizing that you've put that. And I think there's a couple of sheets of that. And then I don't even know where to start, y'all. I've got a lot going on here. I have put together some other flat back gems that I like to craft with, and a couple of dangles in here that she can make dangles with. Also, I have some white little flowers. These are kind of paper flowers, and then also some pearly gems in this cute little London tin that I got from Temu. Also, in this cute little purse that I got from Temu, I don't want to open it, but it's full of little beads that she can make dangles with as well. And I had these, some of this is from my stash, like I had said in the previous video. So I have some buttons in here. She likes a nativity scene, so I had some nativity scene, nativity buttons. So I put those in there, and also some just fun, pretty little buttons. And then in here, I have some Christmas dangles that she can have fun with. That little stocking is cute. And a little snowman, a little snowflake, and anyway, some fun little things that she can use. Also, a little bit of washi tape. I thought this with this gold might go well with the boho Christmas journal, maybe. For her black and white journal, we've got some black and white polka dotted buttons from Hobby Lobby, and also some black and white trims. I've got this cute black and white ribbon. I think it's grosgrain. Yeah. And then this is a fun, it's a iridescent polka dot on a white. And then this is like I'm not sure what this looks like exactly, but it's a fun, kind of more narrow black trim that is pretty. Also from my stash, I've got this eyelash trim that is also kind of glittery that would be fun for her black and white journal. Some vintage flower trim. I love this. Found that at a yard sale. And this gorgeous lace It's vintage, but I think vintage maybe from the 80s. And also these different trims. I've got this little cute little black trim, and this is a vintage eyelet trim, and then just a fun ruffle down there. And then for the boho Christmas journal, I've got these beautiful gold on red and green trims. I also put together some black and white fabrics and laces and little dangles that I have attached to those. I hope that she will enjoy those. This is a toile, which I absolutely adore. It's more black and cream, but she might be mixing the two. We'll see. If she can't use them, she can pass them on. A fun new stamp set that someone gave me, but I already had it. So I thought I would pass it on to her, and if she already has it or won't use it, she can pass it on to someone else. Fun. Also found at Hobby Lobby some cute vintage looking, not vintage paper, but vintage looking red and green Christmas scenes. I find that a 6x6 is always a really good size to use. You can make cards out of it easily and pockets. It's fun. Okay, I'm getting... Oh, also, I am sharing some of my paper lace, which is kind of unique. It's like doilies, but in strips of paper, which is kind of cool. All right, I'm going to have to move this aside so I can show you some of the things that I actually made for her. Okay, I'm getting there, y'all. I'm getting there. Okay, I put together this little card, and I'll have my writing on another piece of paper so that she can use the card for something if she'd like. And then I have this little, I'm not going to take it apart, but it's just kind of flippy flappy little nativity thing that also you can write on some of it. And it's kind of pinks and soft pinks and greens, which I thought was really fun. And I thought I'd have that inside that card as well as the information. And then I put together one of my little folio things, and I have some plainer tags that she can decorate and some that I have decorated. So I've got a little button that I made, I think, last year, and this pretty gem, and this little kind of vintage looking Santa on this tag. This is a plain tag that I've just put this pretty buckle on, that she could do something with that tag if she'd like to. The back of it, this is fun. I love this pocket with these pearls on it. And I've put in a little stocking pocket that has all kinds of little things in it. I'm not going to pull all those out because it's hard to get them back in. And this little bag that also has some little things in it. So that's what's in the back of there. Okay. And then you open it up, and it's got a little pocket, made of a Christmas Carol, A Little Town of Bethlehem. I'm not going to sing because I'm trying to hurry and make this video not super long, but I've slipped in some journal cards and some fun little fussy cuts that are, you know, like teddy bears and Christmas characters and gingerbread people that I hope she can use in her stash or pass on to somebody else if it's not her style. And then I have put 3 tags. Oh, there's also in these little pockets, I have put some more little Christmas little characters, critters. So I don't remember if I showed any of these tags. I don't think so. So this is a window tag I was making from my Tag Tuesday. And it's got that pretty little journal card in it. And then I put this one together. It's very just, it's basic, but it's just pretty. And then this is a tri-fold tag. I don't want to take it apart because it's there's nothing super special about it that you would find super interesting, but I've just put that together anyway. And I will attempt to put this back in quickly. Then the other side, I have another pocket tag using a couple of different freebies. I've got a Tracy Fox stuff in there, and then this is somebody else's, I don't remember, but I like the vintage look of it in the windows and everything. Okay, and then I have this little layered card. It's just a few layers, and then this Joy is cut out, and I put some Christmas music behind it. And then another little layered tag with Merry and Bright, and it's got another little vintage Santa on the back. And I've put some little gold around the edge of it. And I've got some foofy things on the end, because I always like foofy things to be hanging out the ends of these. And some more of these little Christmas critters in there. So that's that, and it stays together. I would put a ribbon closure around it, but I think it stays together pretty good. So we'll put that aside. Okay, and now for my favorite homemade things. I have made this ornament. She likes soft pinks and blues for Christmas, but also her favorites are red and green. So I've done a little bit of both, but it's got some snow in it, some poinsettias, and it's just really kind of sparkly and pretty. I hope the sparkle is showing up. And I've done this one, which is a pink, obviously, and it's actually got some glass. You hear that rattling? Some glass glitter as the snow, which I find fun. And then a kind of rose gold gem trim around the edge, and some pretty gold. This is probably going to get smashed in the travel. I don't know how to keep it from getting smashed. I don't have individual boxes I can put them in. That the box would end up being huge if I did that. And then one more for her red and green. We've got this one. Okay, and it's Joy to the World inside with a little church and some trees. This is made with a vintage Christmas card, and then a fun foofy bow with some holly berries and some gorgeous gem trim around the edge. It might not be her style, but maybe she can pass it on to somebody who it is their style if she doesn't care for it. But I do like them. And I put some really thin green wire to hang it from the tree. This should then not show up at all. Should just look like it's hanging by itself in the tree, which would be fun. Also, the lights, if you put it just right, the lights will shine through the little half dome and make the really sparkly stuff really show up. Okay, guys, that is my Christmas swap for 2025 Secret Santa. I'll have all of the people listed below that were involved in this. I hope you go to their channels and give them some love. And this was hosted by, I think I said that at the beginning. But anyway, it's all going to be listed if I didn't say it. Carol at Crinkled Path, she's the one who sent me all the stuff. And there's other people involved, and I'll have all their names listed below. So I hope that you've had fun watching this, and I hope that MJ has fun opening her Secret Santa gifts. They were put together with love and trying to... It's so hard when you don't actually know the person to gauge their styles. I went and watched a bunch of her videos trying to find her style, and I don't think I probably hit the mark, but maybe with some things I did, so I'm hoping. Anyway, this was fun, but challenging and a little scary. Okay, I hope you've enjoyed watching this. Hugs. Bye.